Hello everyone, and welcome back to Rimworld. I'm currently playing with some audio settings right now. I'm currently trying to make sure that everything sounds well and comes through appropriately, and hopefully it does. But that just means that if anything sounds odd about this video, feel free to let me know in the comments, and also feel free to hit me with any sort of suggestions for what could be done, what can't be done, what I should do. But with that all out of the way, we're getting back into Rimworld Robotics. In Rimworld Robotics, we have a cute little cult following, where we believe in machines and weed. And we're operating around in a boreal forest trying to leave the Rimworld. Now, I'm sure you don't want to, listen to me sit here and talk about it all the time, so instead I'm going to actually load up the world and show you what's going on. Especially if you've been following since last time, you might want to know what's happened, or what will be happening. Right over here, we have our temple. It is very impressive, as some would say. Then we have Rapture's room, which is pretty decent. Then we have our somewhat impressive barracks. I think it's really impressive. They're just shopping it off. Then we have our mediocre sort of research bench, our fantastic batteries, which are currently holding strong through the day of this eating through our energy. We almost have our smoke leaf weed garden all done. And yeah, I don't really know where to go from here as of right now. Normally there's plans and goals and everything, but I'm honestly a little bit short on most of that. I'm just still trying to figure out where to go, what to do, what I can do. But for now, I think we're just gonna buckle in on researching geothermal power. Try and get that beautiful source of power right next to our kitchen up and running. And maybe wall off this area and start actually making this look like a kill box, since, well, that was the whole point of living here, no? So I'm gonna start doing some things for the sake of making the world look a little bit prettier, because I'm absolutely going to defile the way the world works in just a little bit. I can't believe it. What I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna try and wall off these sections of power so that in case we get raided, we don't have to worry about anything. And unfortunately, we can't go here because the swamp land. It's the swamp, the everlasting swamp. So instead, we're going to build a bridge here and here, and then make a wooden wall on top of that bridge after it's done. And when that finishes, we're going to work on building a wall here so that everybody that attacks us has to come in from this direction, because we are perfectly pocketed in. Now, for those who don't know, the more that you build out your colony, the more economy rating your colony has. And that colony rating is basically going to say, hey, wait a second, you're not in Neanderthal territory. You're not really living inside of a cave. Maybe we should send some real people after you, and those real people just happen to come in jump pods that deploy wherever they so please, and they tend to deploy where your colony is built. We're going to handle that hopefully with the geothermal power, and by placing just a couple of auto turrets around, a couple of barricades, and maybe making this place look like a Glitterwood city. But I'm going to start working on this epic, massive wall that will hopefully funnel people into their deaths, because I'm going to make a cute little maze over here. I'm going to make a maze with a bunch of spike traps, and the spike traps are basically all going to say, hey, if you step in this, you die. If you know what a spike trap is, that explanation was sort of not necessary, but I think I deserve a little bit of woman-splaining for the sake and time being. But yeah, as of right now, I think I will be right back so that I can get these done as soon as possible, start funneling people in. Make sure that I don't bore you down with the slower things. Okay? So, I'll see you in just a moment. And hopefully, in that moment, we won't be raided by some sort of highly capable faction. Hopefully in that moment we're raided by some normal people so that we can dispose of them appropriately. And actually what I was thinking we were missing is a hospital. So maybe we build a hospital down here, rescue people that get downed, and then release them into the wild, because we don't want any enemies, really. What we want is to leave the Rimworld. What we want is to go back home and be like, I was right, you was wrong, get over it. And we can't really do that if we're constantly making enemies left and right. But if we make allies, if we make friends, we can call on them in our times of need. We can rely on them to make sure that we have caravans whenever we get that so far down the tech tree that we can just pick up a phone and just be like, hey, you up? So I'm gonna start working on things like that. I'm gonna start making sure this colony looks pretty good. So yeah, I'll see you then, I guess. Alright, and we are back specifically because apparently now winter is starting. Whatever the snowfall was before, I guess wasn't winter enough, but we're officially in winter time, and this is how our kill box is looking. I actually have it a little bit suboptimal. Oopsie! But yeah, winter is starting now, and we're honestly just cleaning up over here. Even though we have this cute little kill box, some people might be like, oh, why do you have this here? It's just worthless. This is because what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually going to smoothen this out, either with wood or with concrete. Probably concrete, because I want a brutalist sort of vibe going. I'm going to smoothen that out with concrete, and then I'm going to put sandbags here, so that whenever we get raided without the drop pods, which is probably going to be for a little bit longer, let's be honest, it'll be just drafting people and telling them to get here. Heck, I might even make cute little, like, houses that they have to sit in. Whoa, look at that! We have a manhunter pack of rabbits, and we have our kill box going and running, and I don't think anybody is outside or has any reason to be outside of our kill box. So that's number one down, and you can now see exactly why I'm doing this, right? Bob? No! What the fudge? Bob, this way, dude! Where are you going? Goss, you fool! You weren't supposed to be there! You're getting hunted down by a rabbit! What was he even out here doing? Was he just looking at the rabbit too? Was he just sitting there? Goss, you goofball! What is this fool up to? And why is he doing it? What was he even doing beforehand? Was he just idle because he hasn't been told to do anything? Oh my goodness. I still have no clue why they seem to optimally path through leaving this kill box. But that does remind me, I need to shrink this hauling zone, just permanently. Maybe make a new one back here. Make a zone for dumping. And this is just gonna be our dumping zone for now. So hopefully that means that we don't pick up bunnies and bring them over to whereversville, right? Rose is having a mental break because of darkness and needing a burqa, missing her high life. So what I'm going to tell her to do is drink some Sarkite too. She has an impressive barracks and is complaining about that, I guess. And Rapture, I swear I told Rapture to have Psychite tea yesterday. Drowsy girl? Are you real? Are you... Oh, I know why. Because if they're in the maze, it's more optimal to just path through the... That's terrible, I think. Goss, what are you doing? So I guess I'm gonna have to do some research to see if, like, putting doors here will affect anything. Because, really, I might unironically need to get my colonists to stop making the stupidest ideations ever, right? I don't know why Gauss is still awake. You literally just said, I'm a disturb. Oh, you don't have a bed, do you? No, you do? Gauss! Why, buddy? Why are you just making life in the colony hard? Alright, it's fine. Rapture's gonna wake up and we're gonna tell her to drink drugs. Do drugs if you're of age and a consenting adult and able to make your own decisions. Alright. Just kind of waiting for Rapture to wake up, and then I'm gonna snipe Rapture with a drink this drug. And she seems to be doing a lot better. This is only gonna last for 3.1 more days, which is honestly pretty dang good, I think. We're gonna get our doors going here so that hopefully we get our people to stop being just absolute idiots about it. Like, why? Why are we running outside of the maze from here to get here when we can just path like that? Why are we going here for that? Bob, that was a really weird thing to do. Anyway, now that we have removed our sandbags, hopefully we can just 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, just have it be 6 through. That feels right. That feels pretty right. We're just gonna have things rolling for a little bit. We should have our smoke leaves being built soon, which reminds me that I need to build a drug lab, actually. So when that door gets built, and let me tell you, it's gonna get built. I guess not. Hold on. Where's our steel? We have a break! Architect, structure, steel. Pow! And we're going to do that so that we can just permanently cut that off. And now we have to find another steel deposit. So we're going to mine this vein. Hopefully it's close enough for us to be fine so that we can finish up that door and then start working on a drug lab. And then after the drug lab, just start working on a medical area right here. I'm thinking long-wise, get it going. I'm not sure if I want to do individual rooms with a medical area. I'm not sure if I want to do, like, all in the same general basin, right? Because if it's in the room and then you pull somebody's fucking eye out, or they're like just straight up bleeding out, you know, then they're gonna get that all over anyone else in the room, and that's just gonna suck. That's gonna suck for anybody involved. So hopefully the individual rooms is gonna be pretty good. And she keeps doing this to herself. Rapture just keeps doing this to herself. She's like, what if I'm not happy, actually? And then eats without a table outside in the cold, and then goes, I eat without a table. Ugh. Like, damn. Anyway, I almost forgot. Rosa, convert Waltz right now. Right now. Before he goes to sleep. Okay, don't do it. We're gonna convert him in the morning. And we're hopefully gonna start work on our medical basin, I think. And just get things kicking. We have a major break risk on She's doing it to herself. She's just doing it to herself. She's like, I could be cold, or not cold. I could be cozy, I could be happy, I could be well-fed. I ain't gonna do none of that. I'm gonna be starving, I'm gonna eat without a table, I'm gonna be upset, I'm gonna like... You know, Rapture, if you're out there, if you're in the comment section, I need you to tell your pawn to lock in. I need you to tell your pawn to stop, like, to lock in, right? I need you to tell your pawn to lock in, right? But, till then, hopefully Rapture gets by. Still Psychite tolerance small. That means we can't Psychite her today. Really the thing that's killing her is the machine installer role, which was our mistake right now, but she just doesn't make it better. So we're gonna hopefully have that pass by soon. We're gonna have a hospital here soon. We're gonna see what else we can do for our colony. But for now, I think we tell Rapture to just relax, honestly. Where's that mine? Bring it down to 3. Just chill, girl. Chill. And until Rapture feels better, until we get rated, or until we have a sick building going, I think I'll see you then. Okay, like, actually just 3 seconds later, I was gonna start hauling this into the haul zone. I was gonna start telling Bob to cut in the kitchen, but, apparently Actually, let me make sure I'm not messing you up. No, I'm not. Apparently we're hit with a solar flare in the middle of winter, and it should last about a day. So our pawn should hopefully be okay with living in the freezing temperatures for a whole day. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Campfire, boom. Campfire, boom. Campfire, boom. Campfire, boom. Rapture, I'm gonna need you to lock in. Make that campfire. Bob, I'm gonna need you to lock in. Make that campfire. Make sure I didn't tell anybody to... No, I did. Make that campfire. Waltz, I don't think you can construct. Yeah. Gloss, can you construct? Yeah. Make that campfire. Callahan, get out of the darkness and make that campfire. And hopefully this cute little pile of wood can hold us over through the solar flare. It's only temporary right now. It's only to make sure that we have places of warmth, right? But it would just be bad if we didn't, you know? It would be terrible. And unfortunately, our smoke leaves are probably going to suffer from that a little bit, which is not good. Not good at all. But at the very least, our pawns are going to have warm spaces to be, and that's what's more important right now, I feel. Let me actually just draft you to be in your frickin'... Why? Why? What's going on? Anyway, I'm just gonna draft you to be here, to be happy. 8 without a table is very odd, so what I'm actually gonna tell you to do is I'm gonna pause, consume a simple meal, and please do it with a table this time. Get your food up, and then chill, do recreation, feel happy, feel the loving brisk winds of life. As for you, I've got no clue what to do with you. 8 without a table is you fault. Chemical want, though, I can definitely do that. Where's my psychite? Where's my... Yeah, psychite! How much of that do we have left? It won't tell us, so I'm assuming that's our last psychite, which is not good. But I'm gonna haul these rocks out of here. I'm gonna build a drug table, and perfect. Just as soon as that happened, the solar flare was ending, so we're just gonna deconstruct, and deconstruct. Tell Rapture to... No. Deconstruct. Bob, deconstruct. Waltz, can't do that. Rapture, deconstruct. Rapture, also go down here. Deconstruct. I know I can rely on you. So yeah, and actually I'm gonna test with Caliban. Yeah. We have more Psychite tea, perfect. But yeah, I'm gonna be right back when we have a drug room, when we start making epic blunts to hit from, and I'm absolutely gonna show up if a doctor's office just drops from the sky right here out of nowhere. Because that would probably be where I put my medical stuff. So until then, I'll hopefully see you soon. Hello and welcome back. We got our geothermal gaming on. We're gonna say okay to that. That is fantastic. We got our cute little hospital, and I decided, you know what? Let's put the drug lab in the main center point of that hospital. And it's decent. Bob, clean our drug lab, please. The best cleaner in the known universe, Bob. I don't really know how to elevate it up further outside of using like arbitrary stuff like golden walls or whatever. But we also just... Oh, wait. We got our medical beds in, and it's a kind of dull place, so I guess I'll... Bam! Get some wooden plant pots going. Get that one there. And since we just got our geothermal what's-its done, we're gonna see... Oh, we need 8 components for that. Can we put one here? Oh, you can't see the face of ecstasy that I got. And I know that it's out in the open. And I know that that's ugly. But if it's not enough to make create mod players give a shit, then I don't either. I'm sorry, this is just a random call out to Minecraft create mod players, not building like an actual factory and instead just leaving their components out in the open. I despise that. That is my least favorite thing about Minecraft, and I just can't bring myself to play the create mod because every time I see somebody do it, they're like, look at my factory, and it's the ugliest shit that you've ever seen. Like, it's bad. Like, it's terrible. Anyway, geothermal engine done. We're gonna have it probably be here, or por qué no los dos, am I right? And, you know, we're doing a pretty great job. We're making smoke leaf blunts. We're actually operating pretty well, and I'm thinking about replacing this bookshelf with a, well, shelf for a smoke leaf blunt, because... But that does remind me, somehow, some way, I forgot to convert Walt! Just cause I'm a little bit of a dense... I'm a little bit of a dense girl, but it's okay. I'm gonna make sure I am recording this time perfect. Then I'm gonna slap that shelf there, and then I'm gonna copy settings, and then paste them right here so that we don't have people putting, like, just anything on that shelf, because it will happen. It will just happen. It's super annoying, but it happens. This sculpture is normal. That sculpture is actually pretty good, so you know what? We're gonna install it. We're gonna install it in a place that people will see all the time. Oh my god! Oh my god! As everything was starting to go good, just a random explosion. Okay, that's pretty funny, I guess. Let's do that and tell Gauze to prioritize that again. We really need to fix that. That was crazy. Just random. And this is how you can prevent forest fires, because if everything is built out of steel, the amount that fire spreads is insane. Also, Rapture was getting a bunch of issues for people coming into her house just so that they could eat in her house. So what I did was I made an area 1 that was everywhere but her house, and I restricted everyone to area 1 except for Rapture, which is kind of crazy. We have a bridge, dog. What's going on? What's going on? We have a bridge. Uh-oh. That's what. Okay, hold on. Structure. Bridge. Yeah, that's pretty fine. That should do. So that we can have them go like that or whatever, because look, they're just doing it again. Yeah. They're like, oh, I'm sad. Oh, I'm too busy getting wet. Oh, the wetness is killing me. And then they're like, actually, I prefer to go in the wetness. Like, what's going on? Orders. Chop wood. Pa-pow, pa-pow. We're gonna get all of the wood in here chopped, actually, so that we can have more wood, because we need it. We desperately need it in these trying times. Rapture, I'm gonna make sure... Yeah, you still have psychite tolerance. What I've learned is that I cannot psychite tolerance... If they have psychite tolerance, I cannot put them on the drug again. Putting them on the drug again would be bad. Oh, we got a random deer. Nice. And this is why the kill box is great, because you will get a random deer. We hit a mega sloth with it, right? And I got pretty scared. I was like, oh god, the mega sloth is gonna fight back, isn't it? No! And it didn't. It just didn't. I forgot to convert Waltz again. This is why I record, because I'm like, what did I do? What am I doing? What did I do? What am I doing? Constantly in the back of my head and in the front of my head. But when I'm not playing, it's just like, okay, this is free mode. This is chill mode. I'm in the chill zone. I'm in Chilly McGuire, because it's winter time. And actually, Callahan being there raises a good frickin' point. We should care for each and every room that we got going on. And we should absolutely go to power. Plop that geothermal engine down. Or a generator. I keep calling it engine. That must be so annoying to people that, like, actually play this game. Like, Maui! Maui, stop calling it a geothermal engine! It's a geothermal generator! Maui! And it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna. They're just gonna have to deal with it. And that has to be annoying to one degree or another. But, yeah, we're building jackets, we're building coats, we're staying ready, we're staying prepared. We're gonna get this geothermal generator down and packed, and it's gonna be great, because it means that we can expand our hospital just an itty-bitty little bit. And it's fantastic, actually. I'm not... Oh. Shh. Did that solar power hit solar? Did we lose all of our engines for that? Oh! Cancel that and cancel that, because I did not realize that we actually hit our own traps. That's really bad, Bob. Oh, Waltz! Thank you, Waltz! Thank you! This is why we keep Waltz around, and this is why we convert Waltz. I remembered this time, I just barely didn't. He was upset by the attempt, but his certainty is going down. We gotta be on top of that, actually, because the last time we did it, it went down to 70, and now it's at 71, even after a successful hit, you know? So that's pretty crazy, actually, but hopefully this geothermal generator is gonna boost us into the future. Oh my god, we've got a drug lab! We've got a drug lab! Oh, we've got critical. I don't know why they keep storing it there when they have to, like, store it here. Is this... No, that's just preferred. That's weird. Anyway, thank you, Callahan, for enlightening our positions and ideations, and honestly just having the opportunity to take a rest. That's what's most important here. Just Callahan being able to lean back, sit back, and say, meh, you know? I'm also gonna chop wood on the stumps, on every stump. I don't want stumps. No stumps allowed. None of the stumps. No stumps. Stumps are bad. And we're gonna flatten this place out. We're gonna make it really feel like a home by just having empty places, right? Now, I am a little bit worried because we are eating through our power. But I'm not worried anymore because now we can worry about regaining our power, and that's going to be great. Rapture's a little bit EBDB though, so she's going to go to bed. Rosa, not yet in bed. I'm going to tell her to do that because she should be over it. Yeah, she is. And unfortunately, you're going to have to deal with it a little bit. Intense pain. Awful. Hospital. The hospital is fine. Bob, clean the hospital. Make it dull. Make this hospital dull. Dullify this hospital right now. But yeah, this is my kill chamber. I put doors. Hopefully they don't get broken through, right? I've learned to not put traps where the colonists go, unfortunately, but it's okay. And really, we are just set, right? Even though our colonists are... I'm not sure if you heard that, but... Okay, a little bit of context. I record Rimworld at the dead of night because I have, like, a bunch of dogs in my house. Like, a bunch of dogs. And there has to be this constant rotation. I live with other people, too. So you're just going to constantly hear, like, doors opening, doors closing, doors opening, doors closing, doors opening, doors closing. If I just record Rimworld at that time. And I figured that you might not want to hear that, actually. So I stream at the dead of night because I can handle it. I wake up late. It's okay. And it's like 2, 3 in the morning. Some guy's dog is just outside howling at the moon like someone's furry OC, and like, shout out to the furries, don't get it wrong, but shout out to this fucking guy that's letting his dog out at late at night. It wakes me up, dude. It's bad. Anyway, our geothermal generator is done. We're doing so good now. We're doing so good now. Rapture, prioritize working on this heater so that we can actually have... Oh, we have two. I'm a little bit of a numbskull. It's okay. It's okay, it's fine. It's fine. Add a bill. Yeah, let's get a... How many components do we have? A couple? Let's get a couple of machine pistols going. Machine pistols are a very cyberpunk-esque sort of, like, feeling, if that makes sense. You're still on Psych IT. You're not? Can you walk? Perfect. But yeah, like machine pistols feel very cyberpunky because they're all like Tech 9s, you know? And a Tech 9 is primo cyberpunk vibes, and if there's anything that I want to go for this faction, it's the cyberpunk aesthetic. It's the cyberpunk feeling of making drugs, doing drugs, and, you know, selling drugs, which is probably going to be our end goal in the way that we make a lot of money. In Rimworld, that is. We have visitors. Now, I am worried that they might hit our traps. But the doors, they can just walk through the doors. They walk through doors all the time. This is perfect. So yeah, we got a deer here. We got everything going, and we have our power. I swear I heard like a negatively bad alert. So yeah, honestly, we can just turn this back on. And in doing so, we can start having our rituals again, right? We can advent of drugs in this. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, look at that. We can finally use our impressive temple. But yeah, what do we do next? Because we have our hospital. I guess we can start working on individual housing. Because we don't need this generator anymore. Not by a long shot. So I'm going to deconstruct that. And we kind of do need individual housing. Yeah, they can go through here. Perfect. And they're leaving because it's cold. And the war merchant is here. Hopefully they, like, actually make it into our colony before leaving, you know? Actually, let's see. Can they make it through? Yeah, they can. Ideal. Ideal. I think I figured it out. Because I don't think raiders can actually go through that. So we're going to use Rosa to... Yeah, Rosa's our great intellectual. We're going to trade with Owl, this tribes person. Poor health. Doesn't matter. We do it anyway. We're not selling components. We could sell a little bit of smoke leaf joints. They've got a prosthetic arm! That's perfect. No. Wait, no. We have a prosthetic arm. That's perfect. Okay. They don't have anything. So yeah, we'll just sell you art that you probably don't want. Call it there. Yeah. Hold on. Do you have a Barca? No Barca. That's okay. Accept that. Make our money. Get our funny up. And start making individual houses so that we can retrofit this into like a cafeteria. And I guess I'll see you after I do that. And hopefully these statues... Look at that bunny! Title, terrorism. What? So yeah, hopefully I'll see you when we have a comfortable amount of housing. Waltz tried to convert Bob to his supremacist ideology. Ideology, my bad. Ideal religion. And Bob is pissed. Beat him up, Bob. Beat him up. Show him what's up. Good. They're no longer socially fighting. I like to imagine that Bob won. Hold on. Let me see. Needs, intense pain, high life missing, smoke a doobie. And okay, who's our doctor in time of need? Waltz and Bob. This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be a little bit rough. Waltz just out of the blue decided, Bob, I'm gonna try and convert you. And believe it or not, that's a bad thing to do when our ideology is, hey, you should... Who's fighting? Rosa and Goss? Oh, okay. Stand up for yourself, Goss. Good stuff. This is rough, actually. This is tough. And Walt's like, I'm sorry. That's adorable. I love the type of person that would just beat me the fuck up. I would love that. That's my ideal or platonic or whatever relationship. It's not. Please don't beat me up. But yeah, we had a little, like, where we're getting oddly built rooms over here. I'm not sure if this one's gonna be good enough, actually, so I'm gonna increase it by 1 so that they get a little bit more space, so that it counts as pretty good. Then we're gonna put that there. I think we might put another house here, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 2 more, and then we should be good. So, yeah, Rosa? Smoke your smoke leaf joint. Callahan, health? Psychite tolerance. Okay, great. Smoke your smoke leaf joint. Goss? Smoke your smoke leaf joint. Everybody just get together and smoke pot, right? Is that what pot is? I don't know. I think it's cool when people do drugs on their own, like, belief. But I also think it's cool that I don't know too many drugs, because I don't want to do drugs, if that makes sense. It's not like my thing. It's not my shtick. But people that do drugs are commonly pretty good. Having the choice to do drugs is what's powerful, right? Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. But yeah, we resolved our social fights. We're probably gonna try and celebrate that soon. Nope. Okay. Let's see. Quality reduction minus 22%. Yeah, we're probably gonna do that soon anyway, because we need everybody's spirits pretty high to get through the winter without killing each other. But yeah, we resolved that relatively well. This is what our buildings are looking like, and hopefully we have a couple more when I get back to you. So until then, I hope nobody else beats the shit out of each other. And I hope the quality of life of our expansion continues to be, what some would call pretty good. No! Designate power off. I don't need that on right now. Actually, no, I can choose not to care. I make a lot of energy. What am I talking about? But yeah, and we deconstructed the windmill too, and we're still doing great. That's fantastic. But I'm just gonna work on the quality of life of this colony. Make sure that people can see in relatively dark rooms. Make sure that people can, live in their own rooms and just get things going. So yeah, I'll hopefully won't have to see you too soon. Hopefully I get to show you how awesome I am. I'll see you when I see you. Nothing too big and nothing too important happened. Just wanted to flex. Check this out. The advent of drugs was unforgettable. Everyone learned about each other and felt like a family. Everyone participating in the ritual gains +8 mood for the next 6 days. Wanderers arrived to I'm not ready for this. He's great at animals. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Bomb. And after we build that bomb, we're gonna think about it. But this episode's already been dragging on for so long. I think an unforgettable celebration, even if it kind of happened off screen, which is entirely my bad. The next time that I do it, I promise I'm gonna record it. The next couple of times, the next forever, even. But we've got our colony going pretty well. We have our temple going fantastically. We've got a lot of people looking on the outside. Hey, you want to join us? And honestly, I think now might be the time. Oh, we're keeping him for Optimist, aren't we? Hold on. Optimist, does that affect everyone or just him? Nope, just him. Okay. We might imprison Waltz in Goss's room and let him free. And just to let him leave. And use Goss's spot for an actual believer. Because not Goss, Waltz. Because having Waltz here has been such a detriment to us. Even if it's been passive. It's been under our skin for so long. And it's just so rough. So I think now is about the time that we say, Waltz, you don't want to be here, do you? You really don't want to be here. And we really, honestly, do not want you here either. So I think now is the time that we pass ways, but I'll have to think about it because I'll be thinking about it in between episodes. Thank you all for watching so much. Thank you all for making it to this point. What a weird sentence of the video. And if you really liked it, please like, please comment, and if you're not already, please subscribe because it really makes all of this worth it. I read all of the comments. I can't read likes, and every like shows to me that these videos are well received. So just knowing that makes it so much easier to make harder decisions. I'm confident in making Waltz leave because nobody's been like, oh, Waltz, my favorite NPC, my favorite pawn. And honestly, if anybody loved Waltz that much, I'm excited to see your opinions about it because we might get him back. He might come back and raid us. We might see him in a raid that we're doing. There is an infinite amount of things that can happen for it. So it lets the story unfold. So really I'm excited to see whatever bits of your minds that you choose to share. But until next time, this has been Maui, and I'll see you in the next episode of Rimworld Robotics. Take care!